Hello, my dear friend. Today I want to open my heart to you and share a deeply personal and emotional exploration of a subject that has touched us all at some point: friendship, or the absence of it. In our moments of solitude, we may have felt the pangs of loneliness or the weight of social isolation. However, I want to offer you a different perspective, one that could shed light on the possibility that a lack of friends might reveal hidden treasures within ourselves. As we embark on this journey together, I invite you to delve into the world of Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium. Stoicism teaches us that the path to a content and meaningful life is to nurture wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance within ourselves. These four virtues form the bedrock of Stoicism, guiding us as we navigate the ever-changing tides of life, seeking inner peace and tranquility. At times, this quest may lead us to a place where we discover that we have fewer friends than we had once imagined. It's in these moments, when our hearts may feel heavy with loneliness, that I urge you to consider, is this truly a negative thing? You see, my dear friend, Stoicism has a way of unearthing hidden gems within us. By embracing the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we may find that our lives become enriched with personal growth, self-awareness, and a renewed sense of purpose. And in this process of self-discovery, we might notice that our circle of friends has grown smaller, but perhaps richer in quality. Let me share with you a personal anecdote that exemplifies this concept. I once knew a man named Alexander, who was a bit of an enigma. In a world where social media reigns supreme, and people often define their self-worth by the number of friends or followers they have, Alexander chose a different path. He was a man who lived by the principles of Stoicism, and as a result, his social circle was quite small. Alexander was a deep thinker, a philosopher at heart, who spent his days immersed in contemplation and introspection. He was never one to engage in idle chatter or to form superficial connections, for he believed that such relationships only served to distract him from his pursuit of wisdom and personal growth. Over time, Alexander found that the more he embraced the Stoic virtues, the fewer friends he had. But rather than lamenting his solitude, he welcomed it, for he understood that true fulfillment could only be found within. He focused on developing his inner self, honing his skills of discernment, resilience, and courage, and in doing so, forged a life of authenticity and purpose. One day, Alexander faced a difficult challenge at work. His colleagues were engaging in unethical practices, and he was pressured to conform. But rather than succumbing to temptation, he stood his ground, guided by the virtue of courage. He confronted his peers and exposed the wrongdoings, even though it meant putting his own job at risk. Alexander's courageous act was met with resistance and hostility. His peers ostracized him, and he found himself more isolated than ever before. But despite the backlash, he remained steadfast in his convictions, knowing that he had chosen the path of truth and justice. In the midst of this adversity, Alexander discovered that his lack of friends was not a burden, but rather a testament to his commitment to living a life of integrity. He found solace in his solitude, for he knew that his journey, while difficult, was one of personal growth and self-discovery. His resilience, rooted in the Stoic virtues, allowed him to weather the storm and emerge stronger than ever before. And in time, Alexander's unwavering dedication to truth and justice began to attract like-minded individuals who shared his values and beliefs. These connections, though few in number, were deep and meaningful, built on a foundation of mutual respect and admiration. In this way, Alexander's lack of friends ultimately led him to forge relationships that enriched his life in ways he never thought possible. So, you see, my dear friend, Alexander's story is a powerful testament to the idea that a lack of friends can signify a life of purpose, dedication, and personal growth. By embracing the Stoic virtues, he was able to cultivate a rich inner life, which, in turn, allowed him to forge meaningful connections with others. The virtue of courage encourages us to stand up for our beliefs and convictions, even when they are unpopular or met with resistance. To be courageous is to challenge the status quo and question the expectations society has placed upon us. This might lead to fewer friends, but it also demonstrates a strong moral compass and a dedication to truth and justice. Justice, another Stoic virtue, compels us to treat others fairly and with kindness, even when they may not reciprocate. This sense of justice fosters empathy and understanding, allowing us to cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections with those who share our values. It is through these connections that we can find solace and strength in times of need, even if our social circles are smaller than most. And finally, temperance, the virtue of self-restraint and moderation, guides us in navigating our relationships with balance and harmony. It is through temperance that we learn to avoid excess and to appreciate the value of meaningful, authentic friendships. A lack of friends may simply be a reflection of our commitment to quality over quantity, to depth over breadth, and to personal growth over fleeting popularity. But what does this all mean for you, dear friend? Well, it means that if you find yourself with a lack of friends, it could be an indication that you possess a unique strength, a deep understanding of the Stoic virtues, and an unwavering dedication to personal growth. It is important to remember that the path to happiness and fulfillment is not always the one most traveled. Sometimes, it is the one that requires us to walk alone or with few companions by our side. In moments of solitude, you may find yourself questioning your worth or the choices you've made. The absence of a bustling social circle may feel like a void, a heavy weight pressing down on your chest. But I want you to know, from the depths of my heart, that you are not alone in this journey. You are surrounded by the echoes of all those who have walked this path before you, the great Stoic philosophers, the seekers of truth, and the silent warriors who have chosen to embrace their own authenticity in the face of adversity. If you find yourself in such a position, I encourage you to reflect on your values and virtues, and to consider whether your lack of friends is a result of your commitment to living a more authentic, meaningful life. And if it is, then take pride in your journey, for it is one that demonstrates strength, resilience, and courage. Acknowledge the beauty in your vulnerability, the wisdom in your introspection, and the power in your solitude. As you traverse this path, I offer you some heartfelt advice, drawn from the teachings of Stoicism and my own personal experiences. Embrace the stillness of your solitude, for it is within these quiet moments that you will find the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to truly understand yourself. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Let this wisdom guide you through your journey, teaching you to seek refuge within yourself and to find contentment in your own company. Dear friend, do not shy away from the emotional experiences that accompany a life of solitude and self-discovery. Allow yourself to feel the depths of your emotions, the sorrow, the joy, the fear, and the love, for they are the very essence of your humanity. As you navigate your way through this complex emotional landscape, you will begin to understand the intricate tapestry of your soul, and you will learn to love and accept yourself in all your imperfect glory. And when the time comes for you to forge new connections, be patient and gentle with yourself. Remember that true friendship is not a transaction, but a sacred bond born from shared values, mutual respect, and a genuine desire to see one another flourish. Seek out those who resonate with your soul, who challenge you to grow, and who celebrate your journey as their own. In conclusion, my dear friend, I want to share with you something that comes straight from the heart. As we navigate the complexities of life, it's only natural to yearn for a sense of belonging and connection. However, it's important to remember that sometimes the road less traveled is the one that leads to the greatest personal growth and self-discovery. So, I invite you to consider the possibility that a lack of friends might be an indication of a life lived with intention, depth, and unwavering commitment to personal growth. Remember that the Stoic virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance can provide a solid foundation for a life filled with meaningful connections, personal fulfillment, and inner tranquility. As you face the world, remember that you are never truly alone. Within you lies a reservoir of strength, wisdom, and resilience, nurtured by the virtues that have guided you thus far. When you feel the weight of loneliness pressing down upon you, know that there is an inner wellspring from which you can draw comfort and strength. Embrace the journey, cherish the connections you make along the way, and take pride in the knowledge that your path, though perhaps less traveled, is one of profound significance and purpose. It's okay to feel lonely at times, but don't let it define your self-worth or the life you've chosen. It's in these moments of solitude that you can truly discover the depths of your character and the beauty of your soul. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of friendship and Stoic philosophy. I hope that our conversation has provided you with a fresh perspective on the value of your relationships and the virtues that guide your life. Together, we've delved into the depths of our hearts, uncovering the emotions and desires that drive us forward. May you find solace in your journey, and may the wisdom of the Stoics continue to illuminate your path. When the road ahead seems dark and uncertain, let the light of these ancient teachings guide you towards inner peace and fulfillment. As you walk this path, know that I am right there beside you, sharing in your struggles and your triumphs, and offering my unwavering support and friendship. For as the Stoics remind us, true friendship is not about the number of connections we have, but rather the depth of the bonds we share and the love and understanding that flows between us. So, my dear friend, let us continue to learn from the Stoics, applying their teachings to our lives and seeking wisdom and growth in every experience. Let us embrace our unique paths, celebrating the beauty and strength that arises from a life lived with purpose and intention. And most importantly, let us be kind to ourselves, acknowledging the challenges we face and the emotions that accompany them. Let us remember that a lack of friends does not define our worth or the richness of our lives, but rather serves as an invitation to explore the depths of our own hearts and minds. In this journey, may you find the courage to be true to yourself, the wisdom to discern what truly matters, and the love and compassion to forge deep, meaningful connections with those who cross your path. And as you venture forth, know that I am here for you, cheering you on every step of the way. With love and gratitude, thank you for sharing this journey with me. May the wisdom of the Stoics continue to inspire and guide us both, as we embrace our unique paths and strive to live lives of purpose, intention, and inner peace.